Football is like an open sport. It made me speak up for myself. If I'm heading towards a danger path, I'd be able to say, no, this is wrong for me. No more crying, no more dying, I need to be strong. All the fussing, all the fighting, this is so wrong. I can't take it anymore, cause I left it too long. Matter slipping from my fingertips, I'm not in control. It's been months, years, enough is enough. Pain, torture, it was rough. Now I gotta go, time to be tough. I can't let them see me choke, no sign of a cough. Music on so loud, your voice don't want to hear. You put me down all my life, now I never want you near.
From high above Dublin, Ireland, there's nothing unique about this football match. But take a closer look, and the perspective changes.
Stay under, press in. Go goalkeeper.
Quickly, up.
This game involves a team of young Muslim girls, their legs covered, their heads wrapped in hijabs. A rare sight in Europe.
But everything was their own. It was totally democratic. They decided themselves that they were going to have a football team. They called it Diverse City FC.
The team's captain is 18-year-old Fadila Haji,
It's going to be an even match, 5v5.
who along with social activist Ken McHugh got Diverse City off the ground.
I love football. I loved watching kids on a block playing football and showing up their skills and all that. And I was like, oh my God, I want to do that.
Quickly, up.
But what was the problem? Why couldn't you join teams?
Either I was too old or too young, but most important, it was because I wore the hijab. And managers didn't allow it because they just find it so strange and odd, and some of them were just racist, you know.
For years, FIFA held a ban on religious head coverings, and Muslim women who wore the hijab were left on the sidelines. This, coupled with other race issues in Ireland, made playing a challenge.
In school, they were beginning to be bullied, and some of them had physical assaults. Were involved in confrontation as well, and teachers didn't help.
A lack of support felt firsthand by Fadila's teammate, Amina Mustafa.
I went up to my principal the day before school was going to start and I said, I'm going to wear the hijab tomorrow. And then she was like, absolutely not. She just didn't. She was completely against it. She was saying that I couldn't attend her school if I wore a scarf.
But in 2014, FIFA lifted its ban on head coverings, and Diverse City took flight.
Prior to this, they would be shy to wear the hijab in public. We noticed that after playing a number of games with the hijab on, it became quite natural for them to wear them out, and we became very proud of the hijab, in fact.
It was very welcoming and made me build my confidence in like how to speak up and say no and like just fighting for my rights, you know.
Instilled with a new sense of confidence, Fadila and her teammates have become social media crusaders, using their newfound voices to fight radicalization, especially as it pertains to women.
When people get affected with Islamophobia, they usually go to the path of isolation. They tend to develop the notion of us and them, which of course does not help integration at all. It creates more violence, creates more fear among societies.
Worldwide, ISIS propaganda continued to work, attracting thousands from countries around the world.
ISIS recruitment videos actively target young women to be jihadi brides.
It's very hard to say how many women are going actually to Islamic State or Syria, but estimations go something between 20–30% of the foreign fighters, with a rising amount.
Ramadan is over, followed by Eid. Bliss is back again, finally free. Islam is our religion of peace. Invest the time you have and practice what you preach. So may do it every day in the name of Allah, and I hope to see you in Jannah, inshallah, Ameen.
Explain to me what you're going to be looking for on social media and what your role is in this fight against extremism.
On Facebook, we'll be looking for racist comments, propaganda, images, and also people recruiting other people to go into Iraq, Syria, and joining ISIS. So our job is to try and prevent that.
In the summer of 2015, Diverse City entered the Fair Play Football Cup, a tournament staged by the United Nations to mark World Refugee Day. It was their first tournament as a team.
What was the expectation going into the tournament? What were you hoping for?
Well, I was hoping to just have a good time because that was our first time playing and most of the players never played before. In the end, we won. So we were running and jumping and hugging each other and being like, oh my gosh, we did it.
The first Muslim team playing football in our first ever tournament, we actually came back with something, an achievement. It was amazing. Wow.
My mother was watching it on TV, and I think it was second or third item on the national news. Prior to that, it was about ISIS and beheadings and that, and then suddenly the girls came up.
First ever 11-a-side match.
My mother said to me, "Look, they're humans."
Congratulations to the girls who won today's cup.
And you think that soccer can help them have more confidence and find their voice?
Absolutely, yeah. We've proven that.
I'm surrounded with people like me who built their confidence, so that gives me the boost to speak up. Like before I joined a team, I did have the confidence, but I never had the urge to speak up. Like I wasn't pushed to fight for what's right, So,
and now you do.
And now I do, yeah. And I can even do it on my own, with my feet on the ground.